Many fans don't know a lot of fighters before they do amazing things, so I don't look at that and be like, okay, he's not that good. I actually go watch film, and he's a good fighter, got good foot.
Shakur Stevenson versus Isaac Cruz fight has reportedly been announced, sending shockwaves in the boxing realm. Moreover, boxing enthusiasts are eagerly anticipating the showdown featuring Shakur and Artem Harin, which will happen before the alleged Cruz fight. However, coach Teddy Atlas has thrown cold water on Haranian prospects, suggesting that his skills may not measure up to Stevenson's standards. Atlas confidently stated that the German boxer poses little threat to Stevenson's championship reign, dampening the hype surrounding their upcoming bout. He said Bronian doesn't have glaring faults in his game, but he's not at the talent level technically or physically gifted with the ability of Shakur Stevenson. He's not there to be a threat to Shakur Stevenson. It's important to highlight that Stevenson's WBC lightweight title is at stake in the upcoming match. Such bouts typically thrill fans, as both competitors strive to exceed their limits in the ring. Atlas praised Haranian punching combinations and defensive strategies. However, the 67-year-old boxing coach noted that the original likely won't pose much of a challenge for Killer Sarah in the ring. Only time will tell if Atlas's prediction comes true. Moreover, some reports allege that Shakur Stevenson won't be facing Devon Davis in the near future. The New York native remains focused on his immediate challenge against Artem Haranian. Haranian recently endured a grueling 12-round battle against Frank Martin in July of the previous year. During the final championship round, the German lightweight even took a knee. Despite this, Stevenson emphasized that Haranian should not be underestimated while speaking with Kevin I, the esteemed recipient of the Natatfer Award for Career Excellence in Boxing Journalism. During a conversation with the rapidly ascending lightweight, Isle touched upon Stevenson's approaching free agency after his next bout. He mentioned the keen interest from various promoters eager to sign him, and asked if this heightened attention adds any extra pressure. In response, Stevenson explained, "I'm taking everything one step at a time. I mean, pressure either busts pipes or makes diamonds." He emphasized that promoters wouldn't be praising him if he didn't deliver results, saying, "My main focus is July 6th. Later in the interview, Isle pointed out Haranian's narrow defeat to Martin last year, suggesting it might make him more formidable. Stevenson agreed, stating, "Yeah, I think he's much more dangerous." He also noted that the fight with Martin was very tight and could have gone either way. According to Stevenson, Haranian might have won the match if he hadn't taken a knee due to fatigue in the final round. Despite Stevenson being the favorite, boasting an undefeated record and more bouts, the New York native acknowledges Haranian's skill and danger in the ring. Additionally, Stevenson has shared his disappointment about missing out on two significant fights that could have significantly boosted his career following Davis's standout performance against Martin last month. Discussions are swiftly advancing regarding a potential bout with Ukraine's Vasyl Lomachenko. When questioned by Boxing Scene about his perspective on missing opportunities to face the top two fighters in his division, Stevenson bluntly remarked, "Honestly, I'm not bothered. It is what it is," claiming he is fighting for himself and not for money or clout. Stevenson added, "I don't give a F about that. I know that my time will come." Stevenson exuded confidence, asserting that Davis would inevitably confront him in the ring, presenting his chance to seize greatness. Stevenson said, "I think me and Lomachenko should be next and unify. I think that's a Lomachenko question, though his team has to accept the fight." Shakur Stevenson's upcoming bout against Artem Harin may not be his most anticipated match yet. Stevenson remains intensely focused on it, refusing to underestimate the German boxer. Moreover, Shakur anticipates that Artem Haranian will swiftly evade him once he starts delivering punishing blows in their upcoming headliner bout. Stevenson, the reigning WBC lightweight champion, foresees Harin evading him, an instance of projecting his own in-ring tactics onto his opponent, a move aimed at avoiding the harsh reality of their impending confrontation. To secure a lucrative multi-million-dollar contract with a new promoter, Stevenson must abandon his usual Hitandran tactics and engage in a gritty battle against Haranian in the ring spotlight. Major promoters avoid signing liabilities, and top fighters hesitate to challenge such opponents. Top Rank likely believed that signing Shakur stemmed from interpreting his 2016 Olympic finals loss to Robes Ramirez as a mere fluke, anticipating his transformation into a captivating professional fighter. Shakur's fighting approach remains unchanged since his days as an amateur, and Top Rank's trial with him concludes this Saturday without any alterations to his style. Shakur mentioned that the outcome would depend on how tough Artem Haranian is and how much punishment he can endure. He noted that he expected Haranian to start running, at which point he would need to cut the ring. Shakur can't evade criticism of his hit and not get hit fighting style. By shifting blame onto Harin, it won't solve his problems. Haranian isn't one to run, especially not against a lackluster puncher like Shakur this Saturday.
It depends on how tough he is, how much punishment he can take. I know he's gonna start running and then I gotta cut the ring. Round 6, 7, we ain't gonna start moving all around. I cut the ring off a little bit.
To secure that lucrative new Mega Million contract from any of the promotional giants, Shakur must be willing to battle fiercely, risking potential knockouts. Haranian might not pack a punch, but that detail is irrelevant. Shakur wouldn't rely on evasion tactics if he could take a punch. Well, Shakur said about Haratunen, "This dude is a good fighter. I think a lot of the public don't know him, so they think how good he is right now. I think the mode that I'm in and what I've got going on in my brain, I want to come in and put punishment on him." Shakur still has a shot at catching the eye of a promoter for that big deal he's chasing, but he needs to take a risk. The catch is I doubt Shakur can alter his fighting style. It's so ingrained that he'll instinctively pull back and retreat if Haranian even tries to strike. If a new promotional company decides to sign Shakur, they must understand that he won't alter his fighting style as long as they grasp that Shakur's current form represents his peak. They'll manage well without expecting him to rise as a major star. Shakur said, "It may start out as a boxing match, and then I may start beating the out of him. Understand, we're going to get the job done by any means. In round 6 or 7, he's going to start moving all around. I've got to cut the ring off a little bit once Shakur Stevenson navigates past Artem Haratunen this Saturday as the heavy favorite. It sets the stage for a potential blockbuster showdown between Stevenson and the undefeated powerhouse Tank Davis. In a potential showdown, the formidable Baltimore-born Dant Davis facing off against Newark's own Shakur Stevenson promises to be an electrifying spectacle. Both young undefeated southpaws wouldn't merely for lightweight supremacy. They could potentially seize the mantle as the next icon of American boxing post Terrence Crawford's retirement. Davis represents the toughest challenge yet for Stevenson and vice versa. Each asserts their opponent's resume lacks a significant victory.
How it would go. Everybody in this room would know how it would go, you know what I mean? But I guess it'd be good for the sport if we fight now or later.
The impending clash of Stevenson and Davis promises excitement. Stevenson, renowned for his defensive prowess and aversion to conceding rounds, boasts an impressive plus 20.4 plus-minus rating per CompuBox, a metric emphasizing his skill in landing punches while evading them. Davis, leveraging his compact stature to present a challenging target, adeptly maneuvers to unleash devastating power punches, underscored by his remarkable 93% knockout rate in a career punctuated by 30 victories, each sealed with a knockout. Davis stands as a formidable force in professional boxing, renowned for his ticket-selling prowess and ability to generate viral highlights. Davis has left a trail of defeated challengers in his wake, cementing his status as boxing's most thrilling draw. His knockout ability, astonishing for someone of his stature, evokes comparisons to a 5'5" and 135 pounds Mike Tyson. Yet beyond the ring's ropes, Davis finds himself entangled in controversies that mirror the legendary boxer's tumultuous career. After triumphing over Frank Martin, Davis eyes two formidable opponents who could significantly impact his career trajectory: Vasyl Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. Davis, drawing wisdom from his mentor-turned-rival Floyd Mayweather Jr., understands the pivotal role of matchmaking and boxing. Lomachenko, at 36 years old, remains sharp and formidable, albeit undersized for the lightweight class. Traditionally, Davis might lean towards challenging the older, naturally smaller Lomachenko, according to common boxing wisdom. Yet, the burning question among boxing enthusiasts remains: could Javon Davis be willing to take the gamble of facing a young contender like 26-year-old Shakur Stevenson? Davis has suggested that his recent time in jail has contributed to personal growth. Fans are eager to see if this growth extends to his choice of opponents in the ring.
That's why he's fighting him. He's picking and choosing. That's what he do. Tank take the least risk. If Tank was really a risky or this person he claimed to be, he would have fought Edwin De Los Santos. Why not fight the nigga that actually fought me instead of the that pulled out from...
Imagine the Davis-Stevenson showdown, a clash of titans worthy of Las Vegas, given the skill and stakes involved. Yet considering their routes, just 180 mi apart in Maryland and New Jersey respectively, why not stage this epic bout in a bustling East Coast hub like Philadelphia or New York City? Even Atlantic City stands as a compelling neutral ground. While Tank currently commands the spotlight, Stevenson's upcoming match at Newark's Credential Center this Saturday against a lesser-known opponent could be his chance to prove he's not just a fighter but a ticket-selling force in his own right. In today's era of online streaming, where boxing and MMA events span continents from Abu Dhabi to Tokyo, London to Las Vegas, the geographical setting of fight card holds diminishing significance. The focus should be on mega events like Stevens and Davis, ensuring they contribute to the current and future vitality of boxing. Devoted fans of both fighters should have the opportunity to show overwhelming support. The clash of titans, such as Davis versus Stevenson, demands an electrifying aura that resonates from screens to sports bars and homes alike. Imagine an arena evenly divided between fervent Tank and Shakur supporters, creating an atmosphere pulsating with anticipation. Not everyone can make it to Las Vegas for such monumental bouts, but true fight enthusiasts will flock to witness greatness regardless of location. This spectacle underscores the need to cultivate a robust fan base to secure boxing's future. Davis recently commented that in a potential bout with Shakur Stevenson, Stevenson might opt for a defensive, less engaging approach. Stevenson countered, quipping Javon Davis is a good fighter, but he's a casual. He's going to say what casuals say. Leaving aside the humor of one boxer labeling another as casual, Stevenson might boot his standing with a standout performance over a holiday weekend televised on ESPN in the US, potentially paving the way for a showdown with Tank Davis. If Stevenson truly desires it, he could make the fight happen. Stevenson's upcoming bout against Hernian marks the end of his promotional agreement with Bob Arum and Top Rank. With aspirations of boxing superstardom, Stevenson emphasizes the importance of leveraging his contractual freedom wisely. Opting for fight-by-fight promotional agreements could liberate him from the complexities associated with long-term commitments to a single company.